Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bulletcast, only sports recreational podcast that is simply just too sweet. I am your host, and I still will be after this Sunday, the modern day Mamba Raja.
Oh my God.
I am joined in studio by an icon, a main event. I got the Canadian Destroyer Brandon in the building.
What'd it do?
What's going on? I have an innovator. I have an instant classic. I got the California Kid Mitchell in the building. What's going on there, guy?
It's going good. I do what I can.
Instant classic. I was saving that one for myself, but I had to pass it along to you. Passing of the torch of sorts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How come I don't get the torch? Does that mean I get
I'm
to
the
pay
Cena to
you?
your reigns.
Oh God. And then I'm just CM Punk over here in the corner and nobody cares about.
Hey, I care. All right, guys. Before we get into the whole wrestling business, our thoughts and prayers go out to the friends and families of the victims who were affected in that Vegas tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas, we're with you. Please stay strong. Speaking of staying strong, for the past 6 years, WWE has stayed strong with their partnership with Susan G. Komen to not only bring awareness about breast cancer, but to hopefully find a cure since October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please go to www.shop.com, get the gear, and join the fight.
Well, okay. I have something to say about this. Why are they celebrating the Ultimate Warrior like he's this great guy and he's, this champion for courage and he made fun of Bobby Heenan for having cancer and they're celebrating the Ultimate Warrior with breast cancer survivors? Hot takes right now.
I tried to open up with a heartfelt moment,
and I'm just tearing it down right now. For my part in this, I like seeing the pink ropes. I always enjoy some pink ropes.
I enjoy the pink back of the championship.
No rebuttal for the Ultimate Warrior being a prick. He's a giant prick.
I
mean, he was. Do you know the stuff he said about gays and
It's
Hurricane Katrina victims?
It's well known on this podcast that I'm not a huge fan of the Ultimate Warrior, so I have nothing to add.
I mean, I've never really gotten to know the man. I just know the character.
Even the character sucks. Even the character sucks.
I'll do some research.
All right. Journalists, aren't we?
WCPW has a new general manager.
Yes, they do.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Stu Bennett, a.k.a. Wade Barrett.
Love to see that man in the ring.
I do. I enjoy Wade Barrett.
I'm really happy the crowd did not just trash the show. I was really worried that we'd get some smart chants going on with the whole what culture controversy going on. It was a good show. It was I got a chance to watch it between classes, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes. All right, a fan tries to steal the WWE Championship during a house show somewhere, some city, when Jinder beats...
Probably in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Probably not.
Probably.
Jinder Mahal, he defeated Shinsuke Nakamura for the third time.
Shocker.
And a fan tried to steal it from the timekeeper's table while the match was going on. Oh. But, of course, the security, they got to it before anything could happen.
What did he think was going to happen? Did he think he was going to get out of the stadium with the title?
Possibly.
Just buy your own. They're only
maybe
$700.
Maybe he had a fake one in his backpack. He was going to pull an Indiana Jones, swap them out.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be pretty fantastic. I wonder how long it would take them to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, probably because, the gender side plates, not that long.
True. You can buy those.
You can.
All right. Cody and Brandy Rhodes, reality TV stars. Apparently, they're going to be on an edition of Wags, Atlanta or something like that. Wags, the wives and girlfriends of
Kelly's
athletes.
On there.
Kelly, Barbie Blank, she is on there.
I actually saw them filming at the WrestleCon at San Francisco.
Yes.
I was like, why is there cameras there? And then a couple years later, she's on Wags.
I'm sure I'll see highlights of it on YouTube at some point.
Yes, marvelous. All right. That's going to be interesting. Bradley Cooper to play Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Apparently they want him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can do a great job. He's really one of those he's an actor that I think really pulls out pretty crazy, transformative performances. I'd love to see him do his McMahon strut. I want to see his version of the strut.
Can he get the voice down?
I think Vince just wanted to pick some hot guy. He's like,
he
looks just like me, damn it. Pick him. He's got a great head of hair.
All right, moving on. Jeff Hardy has a successful surgery. Get well soon. NXT War Games.
War Games.
We got some
See,
more
I
games
come
coming our way.
prepared.
November 18th. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that, Brandon.
For those who don't know what War Games is or how it works.
So am I doing the NXT War Games or the real War Games? Because
Do
it's two
both.
completely different things.
Do both.
Do both and explain the differences.
Okay, so the real War Games is where there's two teams, usually, 5 or 6, and they go up against each other, and there's 2 rings and one big-ass cage, just like a Hell in a Cell. Yep. And basically, they do a coin flip for whoever, gets the advantage, and, for some reason, the heels always win the coin flip. So it's always, 2-on-1, then 3-on-2, and stuff like that. And you just, once everyone's in the ring, then the first pinfall, then that's who wins.
All right, so
Boom shakalaka.
tell us about the NXT War Games.
The NXT War Games hopefully is 2 rings and 1 big ass cage. But what they're doing is
I think it is.
Well, they better be, because then that's not War Games.
It's not War Games.
What they're doing is they're doing like a trios triple threat match with Undisputed, was it Sanity,
The Undisputed Era?
and then something else.
Apparently, they've just been calling them
Somebody else.
Undisputed lately.
That sounds... Oh, God.
But I mean, I think it is. I think Triple H is probably just trying to curry to the internet with this one, because everyone wants, when they're bringing War Games back.
And now it's
And
back.
so now it's back.
Yeah.
So Triple H, he's a god. He's the best thing ever.
War
When's
Games-
Vince McMahon gonna die so Triple H can take
War
over?
Games does fit the NXT model, though. It does look right in NXT.
When NXT Takeover War Games, that's going to be something really
yeah,
special.
that's pretty awesome. Just as a side note, I was under the impression that in the original War Games match, it wasn't a pinfall that won. It was submission or surrender.
I mean, I don't know all the different War Games, but it's been pinfall.
There have been so many variations. I mean, the last WCW one took place in '98. TNA had their own lethal lockdown that they did a dozen times. So, I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see where this goes.
All right.
But that's very interesting. Mickey James is going to be inducted into the Native American Hall of Fame.
Good for her.
Congratulations, Mickey.
Yeah,
She came out like a Native American at WrestleMania.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm like 10% Native American, so go get him, Mickey.
I know.
Yeah, and I'm your Native American on
0%.
this.
Yesterday,
Not one of
October
those white guys.
Yesterday, October 5th, marked the 20th year anniversary of the death of the loose cannon, Brian Pillman. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He died.
He did. But today is the 82nd birthday of the longest reigning WWE champion of all time, Bruno Sammartino.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Bruno.
happy birthday.
Good for him.
Bruno.
One more match. One more
more
match.
Gosh.
Bro,
No.
Him versus Strowman. Make it happen.
I mean, I think he probably put on a better match than Hulk Hogan and Strowman would.
Okay.
I mean, he's probably in better shape. He's not Bob Backlund,
oh, man.
but
Nobody's Bob Backlund.
but he's better than Hulk Hogan.
Bob Backlund. Speaking of chicken wings, Marty Scurll
Hey.
becomes the new
Whoop.
WCPW.
Whoop, whoop. It was good.
Champion,
It was
yeah.
a great moment. It was a great episode.
So, Cody Rhodes has the head title of Ring of Honor. Marty Scurll has the head title of WCPW. Kenny, what's taking so long, buddy? What you doing? Speed the process.
He's the U.S.
He's
champion.
the U.S. champion. He's the new.
But he has to have the head title.
He's gonna make it the head title. He's spearheading New Japan in America. Just wait, next year, he's gonna do a whole tour, L.A., San Francisco, and after that, I don't care, because as long as they come to San Francisco, I'm happy.
All
As long as
right.
they get to the Bay.
Speaking of 20-year anniversaries, yesterday was the 20th year anniversary of the Hell in the Cell match. And the debut of Kane.
Dope.
It's got to be Kane.
It's gotta be.
Yes, shout out Kane. He's a mayor and whatever now. I miss Kane.
Mayoral
Yeah, me
candidate.
too.
I do miss Kane.
I kind of wish his last run hadn't been built on a corporate Kane storyline.
He's not like retired, but we'll see,
He's
He's like
Royal
soft
Rumble.
retired.
Maybe he'll come back.
By the way, Kane never should have took off the mask. That's a topic for another
That's
time.
like one of my earliest memories as a wrestling fan. Is Kane taking his mask off and seeing the smut all over his face. And I was scared as a little kid.
Speaking of
it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like 9. I was pissing my pants.
Speaking of masks, what celebrity should put on a mask and become a wrestler, guys?
Do they have to put on a mask?
They don't have to put on a mask. Just a nice
That'd
little
be such a
segue.
fun idea. I don't know. I'm gonna go last, or I'll go second to last. This guy can go first. Let the
You
Kane
go first,
destroy
since you're
it.
not prepared.
I think that dude from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow.
Wow. Chris
What-
Pratt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The rat.
No.
No?
What about Vin Diesel, guys? Let's think about this for a
He's kind
second.
of got the look
He's-
already.
He has like the little look. He could be somewhat charismatic.
His promo abilities are about as terrible as most wrestlers.
Yeah, but he could just like be their buff and give him a valet, give him somewhat of a sensational Sherry or something like that. Let's see what Vin Diesel could do. You know, or why don't you go?
Okay. So Bray Wyatt teased that Sister Abigail is going to be coming. And you know who I am putting as Sister Abigail? Are you ready for it?
Who?
Lady Gaga. Boom. Ever seen her on American Horror Story? She can act. She can be a crazy.
can act.
She can be a crazy,
actress.
crazy lady. She's a little bit of a dancer, so she's somewhat
about Lord?
athletic. No.
Oh, I'd be down with Lord. Actually, I'm more down with Lord. I'll support Lord over Lady Gaga. Lord looks like Sister Abigail.
Yeah. I am Lord.
I mean, Lady Gaga, she's cool.
Boom.
All right, what?
My gut reaction was to say Stephen Amell because he's already done it and I think he's great. But we talked about him last week, so I'm going to give a different actor for this one. I think once a year and a half wait is over and the show's over and people have to go their own separate ways, I'd like to see Kit Harington have a fun. He's for those of you who don't watch the best show on television, and he's
That's me.
He's Jon Snow.
I got
He's got
nothing.
he's got a very likable face. He's got a very likable cadence when he talks. I think people could really get behind him.
So he's gonna bring Winter to the WWE universe.
WWE. Yep.
Ah, that's interesting.
I think Dwayne
Winter is
Johnson has a
coming.
future in wrestling.
No, he'd be terrible.
I think Dave Batista has a future in wrestling.
Nah, they're too old.
I think Terry Bollea could be a
you
could
did
be a
pick-
effing star. Put on some red and yellow maybe, then transition to black and white. Be gold.
I'm not even gonna. No, they're not even gonna get that
All
response.
right, moving on. Let's get into the Raw recap. They had the Vegas moment. They paid tribute to the people who lost their lives, and then we get Braun Strowman defeating Seth freaking Rollins. Thoughts?
Normally, I don't like it when a single star is taking out the tag team champions. They do it often, and it always feels like it lowers the value. But with Strowman, most singles wrestlers can't stand up to Strowman.
I understand
so
what
I'm
they've
okay
done.
with it.
We're gonna get into it at the close of Raw. I understand what they've done.
But I'm okay. I'm okay with it in this circumstance. Normally, I'm not, but I'm okay with it here because Strowman is a monster. I can imagine him taking out the tag team champions.
I mean, it was a solid match. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
it was a good match. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Thoughts?
fine. I mean, I had less of a problem with Dean losing than Seth losing, just because Seth was all 100% healthy and it was a week after their match. And I mean, how many top stars do you really have on the company right now? But you have 3 hours, so you have to fill time.
Yeah.
Just as a side note, we did see Rollins face Strowman, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 months ago, 5 months ago on free TV. It was after a Sami Zayn match, and Rollins won via like a fluke.
But did they talk about that on Raw?
No.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Continuity.
I mean,
We
I
can talk about
I
that.
forgot about it, but that doesn't mean they should forget about it.
Yeah. All right. Mickey James. She receives a gift.
Because she's so damn old.
She's like 38.
She's younger than John Cena.
I mean,
she's younger than most of the roster.
Don't bring up Mickey James and John Cena in the same sentence. Let's not relive those times.
Gosh, I mean, I get that she's younger.
Nikki Bella, watch out.
I mean, you get this. Gosh.
Big dog.
This feud doesn't have like 0 legs. It should just be more about Alexa Bliss being young than it should be about Mickey James being old. Because Mickey James is not old, but Alexa Bliss is young and she's inexperienced.
Mickey James is not old. She's a MILF and
Easy there.
All right, moving on. Moving on. From
inappropriate. Why are you sexualizing women?
Hey,
Cam Newton, stick to routes. Yeah, I said it.
Oh my God.
Bray Wyatt's
Hot takes.
promo.
Lady Gaga's coming out as Sister Abigail.
Actually, you know what? I think I know what's gonna go on here.
I mean, I've been reading the
I've heard
behind
rumors.
stage stuff. I won't say it till after you say what you say though. But I've been reading what I think the plan is.
What the Demon does for Finn Balor is what Sister Abigail would do for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is Sister Abigail.
There's been rumors that he'll be wrestling at TLC under the name of Sister Abigail.
He's gonna
when
wrestle
he comes
in
out,
a dress.
He'll say Sister. Maybe kind of like a Psycho thing going on. Maybe a little bit of a Norman Bates story thing.
The thing I liked about this
makes me more interested in Wyatt than I've been in months.
Yeah.
It was a very good promo. It was very creepy. I don't know why they didn't do this type of stuff 3 years ago.
She would never lie to me. She would never lie to me.
Yep. We're going to get into it when we talk about Balor's a little bit later on. Elias defeats Titus O'Neil. I'm always going to walk with Elias. Elias just beats up the black guys.
One more match and he can take
Cedric
out the
Alexander
whole
must be next.
worldwide team.
How many more black guys they got on the team?
He just has to take out.
How many black guys they got on the roster?
Oh my gosh.
Cedric, Rich, Shelton.
He'll just take out the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, the Cruiserweight division. We're going to get into that.
But yeah, he's almost done with Titus Worldwide.
That was big dog.
Yeah. Mickey James, she defeats Nia Jax.
Hey, she has a visual pinfall. Nia Jax was lied out for a long time.
Here's the thing. Nia Jax is dominating this match. You're building her as a monster. Why does one tornado DDT knock her out like that? That makes no sense.
Because she's better at tornado DDTs than anyone else.
It's the best tornado DDT in the business.
Have you seen John Cena's? How dare you?
I mean, John Cena isn't on the roster right now. He's MIA.
That's true. He's not wrestling.
But still, I mean,
he's retired.
Maybe a few kicks to the skull previous, and then the DDT. I could have understood that. Why does she get a title shot?
I mean, and also, wasn't Nia and Alexa just feuding like 2 weeks
Exactly.
ago, and now they're best friends again?
Yeah, see, that doesn't make any sense. They haven't told us why is she back with her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just assumed that we all know they're really best friends in real life.
Yeah.
So
there's no continuity here.
Come on, WWE. That's why Triple H is going to take over once Vince McMahon dies. He's going to bring out War Games, and it's going to be amazing. And he's going to bring back Starrcade as a pay-per-view and Great American Bash. Because
Enzo has a
Triple
promo.
H is... sorry.
Enzo Amore has a promo.
And so he does.
He does have
he didn't
promo.
care.
Which one? The one where he didn't talk?
Yeah.
That promo?
Yeah, that one.
The beautiful promo? Where they just ignored 205 Live when Enzo came out and talked and ran down the entire Cruiserweight division, but now he's all shook?
Yeah, I don't understand. Moving on, Mickie James, she goes on to say, it's true. Oh, it's damn true, because she is the #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship.
Good for her, Mickey.
Which I think we all knew was coming.
Go on and get that title.
Transitional feud.
No, yeah, definitely. But maybe they're gonna put the title on Mickey's because Mickey and Asuka have already had an amazing match before, so they know they can put on another amazing match and make Asuka look really great. They had a great match at NXT.
I did enjoy that. I think. I really do think they should just keep the title on Alexa so she can play the chicken heel. You know.
I'm gonna say that they're really hot on Alexa, so I think they're gonna take.
I'm hot on Alexa.
Yeah, I know you are. So I'm pretty sure.
Really
I'm
hot.
pretty sure they're gonna take the title off of Alexa, give it to Mickey to protect. Wow.
I hit it that time.
I'm sure he's going. I think they're gonna give the title to Mickey
Big
so
dog.
that they can protect Alexa.
Yeah.
I think that's the plan.
That makes sense.
Protect the.
Speaking of hitting it, you know what I'm saying?
All
Break
right.
the walls down.
The Good
Give
Brothers.
me that, Becky.
Oh my god.
The Good Brothers.
Oh,
The
sorry.
Good Brothers.
They defeat Matt Hardy and Jason Jordan.
I mean, that's fine. Matt and Jason aren't a tag team together. They shouldn't know how to wrestle that well together.
Jason loses the singlet, puts on some trunks.
I like to see, because like his whole gimmick was he gets fired up and then takes the straps down.
Exactly,
And it was
Why take that
amazing.
away from him? It's one of the few bits of personality he has. He has so little personality. Let him have what he has.
Let him have the
Take
straps.
off the straps.
Strap on. Strap off.
Okay, then they have.
Sorry,
the,
that did not come out right.
Then they have the breast cancer
I'm on a
awareness
roll
segment.
right now. Oh, do you want to talk about this again?
no,
No.
please
Okay.
don't do it.
Bobby Heenan, stay strong. R.I.P.
Yes. All right. Miz retains.
Very good match.
I like what they've been doing. They put the main event in the second hour. I enjoy that.
It's because of Monday Night Football.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
the
the, new,
halftime.
that's the new main event now.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
That's why the cruiserweight.
Sam
division.
Roberts predicted this, and now it's come to fruition. I enjoy it. All right.
Of course you like it.
Well, of course, Sam Roberts retweets my stuff. Of course, I have to like it. All right. What do you think of this whole deal?
Oh, Roman Reigns getting beat up for like 20 minutes again, and nobody comes out to save him. Once again, where's Seth and Dean? Does Roman have any friends?
I mean, we're gonna get to that.
That
But-
comes later.
We're gonna get to that.
But come on, if
I mean-
one of you guys are getting beaten down for like 10 minutes, I would come out and try to save you.
This is really
I
good.
try.
I think they're slowly. This was a good move. I'm now a lot more excited for a Shield reunion than I would be before because I was not excited to watch them fight the Mr. Raj.
I mean, Miz, he rips off the Shield's entrance with Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Mhm.
I want to say Kurt Hawkins. Roman destroys both Dallas and Axel, then moves on to have it. It was a solid match with the Miz. Then of course Sheamus and Cesaro come out there.
I mean,
Yep.
you could have just written off Dean and Seth by like having them get beat up backstage or something.
I mean, one of them just got beat by Braun Strowman in his
Yeah.
match earlier that night. If we're gonna talk about continuity, he got destroyed by the monster among men.
Yes.
he wasn't just. I mean, he wasn't Kurt Hawkins destroyed.
but
He just lost.
yeah.
Where's Dean at? Dean's a terrible friend.
I mean, doesn't Renee Young work Raw and SmackDown now? So he's probably.
Oh baby, I like it
busy.
raw.
He's a little busy.
I'm just on a roll right now.
All right. Finn Balor has a promo.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Now this, I really like this. He says, "I've beaten you as the man. I've beaten you as the demon.
Mhm.
What more do you want?" Like he's basically saying, like, "Why are we still doing this? This
Yeah.
is stupid."
Which is he needs to be saying. People need to speak realistically when they're having a feud in wrestling.
Yes.
Why? What?
should just
What,
be like,
what does
you know-
he? What does Bray have to offer Finn in a new match? Bray then responds with what he has to offer Finn in a new match.
She's coming. They've been teasing this for like how long has this character been around since like 2013,
Yeah.
2012. If you
Right.
want to count NXT, but
Technically, Sister Abigail's dead. There is not.
I know
supposed
Randy
to-
Orton burned her down.
Well, there's not supposed to be a Sister Abigail at all. Like, there's no plans of an actual person.
So maybe this is what I think. The spirit of Sister Abigail is gonna kind of come into
Like
Bray
the
Wyatt.
urn.
Yeah, like the urn is gonna come into Bray Wyatt, where the Sister Abigail is the equivalent to Finn Balor's demon.
I could see that.
I can't believe I just said that. What's going on?
I love wrestling.
Yes. Yeah,
God, I love it. Damn it.
Bailey and Sasha Banks defeat Emma and Alicia Fox. Emma says she went to Emma says she went to the bottom of the barrel, and she gets Alicia Fox.
Yep.
And loses.
I
Yep.
mean,
Did you see Alicia Fox throwing out those shirts?
I did.
Did you see what the shirts were?
No.
They were Roman Reigns shirts.
okay.
Someone posted a picture. Of the shirt because someone caught it and posted on Reddit, and it was like, "Look at the shirt I caught from Alicia Fox."
All right. That's interesting.
Good thing it wasn't those terrible Ultimate Warrior cancer shirts.
Okay. Kalisto joins the
hot takes
cruiserweight
everywhere.
division. Why?
Because he's the only because he's obviously a cruiserweight,
I mean-
and he's the only person who can have a title
Okay,
shot.
here's
now.
what.
How did you not pop huge for that epic comeback?
All right, here's what
I
you
mean-
look. Here's what you do.
That fell flatter.
I know he's probably not ready to come to the main roster, but you could have had Johnny Gargano. He's like 199. Could have had him come on.
Easily could have had Johnny Gargano, but they probably had plans for him.
Or,
And-
Roderick Strong.
Hold on. Could have had Johnny Gargano come on, beat Enzo for the championship,
Easily.
and then Tommaso Ciampa comes like, don't forget, like we have some unfinished business. Then we have that feud in the cruiserweight
But that
division
feud
for the title,
hold on, but
and it elevates it.
that feud won't get over as much as it would if it's in NXT. Because the
Yeah,
crowd does not know the storyline.
The crowd is going. The NXT crowd is what gave Ciampa his moment of.
Because I feel that's probably like a WrestleMania main event.
You people
for
need
NXT.
to watch NXT.
I did.
God.
It was a good show.
But anyways, I feel like they're doing the Kalisto thing just so Enzo can get some wins under his belt, and then you bring in the actual person to come beat him up, and that's Johnny Gargano or Roderick Strong.
maybe he's gonna,
Andrade Cien almost put him in the cruiserweight division.
He'd be great
Yeah,
too.
when you
Maybe
turn him face.
he's. I think he's slated to be fine for the championship pretty soon here in NXT. So maybe if he loses it, he can then pop up on 205 Live.
I mean, we'll see. All right, guys, the unspoken bond.
He's got a lot of luchadors to
Yeah.
make a stable out of.
The stare down. Roman
That was good.
Roman Reigns is in the back, holding his chest protected ribs. Dean Ambrose comes into the side and he just stares at him.
Mhm.
Then Seth Rollins comes in,
Stares at him.
and they all kind of shake their heads and like, all right, we know what we need to do. So I enjoy the story. They're saying at this moment they are stronger together than they are individually.
Well, good
I like
thing
it.
Seth and Dean showed up, because that would have been an awkward way to end Raw, just showing Roman Reigns coughing and holding onto his chest.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. This could be the start to leading what I was talking about last week. TLC, we get the Shield versus Miztourage. November, they can have like a little Survivor Series team, get like 2 more guys to join the Shield against maybe the Miztourage again. I don't know, or
Bring in
SmackDown.
Bring in Chris Hero so the real Shield can get together.
Yeah, no.
No, okay.
No.
I'm trying.
All right. And then once we get to December, we start to see the dissension
Uh-huh.
of the Shield, where all the guys are like, no, hey, I'm the best, yada, yada, yada. We go to the Rumble. We get the Shield triple threat because Seth won the first one, Dean won the second one, Roman can win this one.
Uh-huh.
All right. And then the guys are like, hey, you know what? All right, you are the guy. Roman's been fed The Undertaker. He retires him. He slows down John Cena. He gets his comeuppance against The Miz. And then he beats his 2 best friends. He doesn't have to be in the Rumble so people don't lose their minds. Like I said, maybe AJ can go on and win the Rumble. We get AJ and Shinsuke for the WWE title at WrestleMania.
Which is amazing.
Yes. And then Roman, he's not in the Rumble, so he can go on. Fastlane, he can have like a squash match against somebody, I don't know. But then this all leads to when he takes the strap off of Brock Lesnar.
Which we all know he's going to do.
Yes.
And I'd love it if he didn't. But it's going to happen.
I'm just saying. I've been talking about this for like months. Since I've been first on this podcast. It's a long time.
Yeah,
What if
sure.
we were
A
on
year-long
36?
build.
34 weeks ago.
Yeah.
35 weeks ago.
A
And then-
year-long build, man.
I think we're seeing the reunion next week, by the way. I think that's obvious to say. I don't think that's
I feel like the match should happen at TLC since their first
Maybe the
official
match-
match
They're
as
just
the
going to
Shield.
build to the fist bump.
The match will probably happen at TLC. I think we see the fist bump next episode. I think we see the fist bump next Raw, and we also see like a beatdown. Because next week is where they debuted. It's also where they broke up.
Ooh.
Storytelling.
So this could be the one way that finally gets Roman over.
I don't think so. But sure.
No. No.
I don't think
Okay.
Shield
Don't-
reunion?
okay.
The problem is that you at the end of the day, the end of the story is him fighting Brock Lesnar, which people will boo.
I'm talking about for the
Reigns.
moments. For the moment.
Okay, he might get a bit of but the problem is he will not be getting the pop.
The Shield gets the
The
pop.
Shield will get the pop.
And don't you think the pop for the Shield would be much bigger if Roman had his own music? And we haven't heard the Shield music for, what, 3 years?
I hope they use the old theme because they have altered it slightly for Roman, but they better
Yeah.
just.
I
use
mean,
the
they're
old
gonna
track.
do the Sierra Hotel Echo India Lima Delta
yeah.
Shield. That will happen.
And I see what you're saying. The only problem I have with it is how much I couldn't care less if we're just gonna get a moment where Cena where Death and Dean, where Seth and Dean lift up Roman's hands and be
You
like,
say Death?
I said Death.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
Woo!
Yes. Every single wrestler just wants to give their all and put in their blood, sweat, and tears just so they can lift Roman's hand.
You can put Seth and Dean in the meme with everyone raising up
this-
Roman hands.
Keep this up in the freaking build your own wrestler, create a wrestler storyline on 2K18. The storyline will end with you losing to Reigns and Reigns
And putting him over at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
You know.
All right, let's jump into SmackDown. the Vegas moment once again, and then the modern day Maharaja lays out Shinsuke Nakamura.
Great.
It's just wonderful.
Man, I'm gonna enjoy the match because I love Nakamura, but I'm ready for this to be done. I'm ready for us to move on. I'm ready for Jinder Mahal to go back to being a jobber, and us to not have to see him ever again, and us to move on to an actual champion.
We're gonna get into Hell in a Cell predictions, but
Maybe,
I'm hoping this, shows a trend of what happened on Smackdown happens on Hell in a Cell.
I don't even need Nakamura to be a champion that long, because I understand that his promo abilities aren't the greatest, and they haven't chosen to take our advice that we keep giving WWE each week to have him talk less. They aren't taking our advice, but that's
5
fine.
words, no mouthpiece.
5 words, no more.
And no cliches. No Japanese person who's barely speaks English will say sticks and stones may break my bones.
So I understand that. So if you want to make Nakamura a transitional champion between champions, I won't be happy with that, but that's better than having the modern day
Maha. That's the Mamba Raja. The other guy's the Maharaja.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what a Mamba Raja is.
Modern day Maha Jobber freaking as our champion.
Hot takes. Hot takes.
Oh, all right, moving on.
Ultimate Warrior.
Natalya and Carmella defeat Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Give me that Becky.
Right on. Thoughts?
It's a match.
It's a match.
I don't know why you have Charlotte. I don't really like baby faces
don't
tapping out.
If these two don't trust each other so much, why do Natalya and Carmella keep tagging together?
Because Vince
There's
says
nobody
you're
else.
tagging together.
Okay,
There's nobody else to tag with them.
I mean, yeah, I mean...
I don't see the word Naomi's face.
I mean, Lana and Tamina.
Yeah, I don't see the words Lana or Tamina anywhere on this piece of paper right now. Either one of those would have been a better tag team.
They really need some more
Natalya.
But they just want to
more
parade
women on that
Ellsworth.
roster.
They just want Ellsworth to come out there with the damn leash on his neck. That's all they want.
Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon have a video package. That's nice.
Not the greatest package ever.
Oh, man.
Not Austin Aries' package.
It's not a good package.
Okay.
It's not the bad package. It's the package.
All right.
My package.
The glorious Bobby Roode defeats Mike Kanellis very quickly.
About as long as it took for you to say that.
Yeah. Then Dolph Ziggler comes out there. Nice promo from Ziggles.
I think he when he's in his impassioned, fiery, angry mode, he always gives a good thing. I loved him running down the thing and grabbing random entrance things to pull out, and because I still like this. I still have enjoyed this making fun of entrances gimmick. I love him pulling out the air horns and pulling them there. Just the idea of Ziggler going out before the show and hiding these things along the entrance is really funny to me.
Yes.
And then him calling Bobby a freaking nothing but an entrance, and then
Yeah.
Bobby goes, "You know what? You're wrong." Does his entrance. It's like, well, yeah, you can't just prove Ziggler right.
Once again, I want you to just focus on Seth, whatever his name is, Dolph Ziggler losing all the damn time. Because it's not the entrance that makes the person it's winning matches.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sure.
We'll see. The Usos, they have another promo. They play so well off of each other.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like they're related.
I know, right?
Like they're twins or something.
It's almost like they're a part of a Samoan dynasty.
It's almost like they're the same person.
Okay.
It's almost like I can't tell them apart still.
I can only tell them by the tattoos, but I still don't know which one's which.
I can only tell them by when the announcers say one of their names, I assume the announcer's wrong, and I assume he's the other one. If the announcers say Jimmy,
anyway.
I assume it's Jay.
I really like their cadence. But
Yeah.
just sometimes when they're saying it, they just finish each other's sentences all the time. It kind of feels too scripted.
They probably do practice.
I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it's okay when the New Day does it, but I mean that's kind of their shtick. But when they're responding to what the Usos are saying, when they're not supposed to really know what the Usos are, it's just
it's not paranoia.
Kind of make it less scripted, people.
So, would you guys like to go visit the Uso Penitentiary?
Sure.
I'm down.
I mean, if Naomi's there, why not?
I've seen Naomi in person. My God.
We're
moving
going
on.
downhill fast.
We are. We really are.
We're 2 weeks in a row. It's bad.
I quit.
I thought you said we're growing numbers. Apparently not after today.
We're growing something else.
We're growing something else. Hey-o!
All right.
Big dog.
Jinder, he has another little quick promo on SmackDown. Nothing special, just nice and simple.
And he was lying when they were throwing up the video package about how he beat Nakamura all by himself or whatever.
No, but that's what every chicken shit heel
Yeah,
does.
that makes
their
sense.
job.
Lie when everyone knows it's the truth.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't even know what I just said.
All right.
Lie when it's the truth. Put that down. That's a quote for you right there.
Ty Dillinger defeats Baron Corbin. I thought this was going to be a triple threat for the title, but I guess not.
I don't know. I mean, it just proves this one more time that if you want to beat Baron Corbin, all you have to do is roll him up and you're done. Do a little small package and you're good. I mean, that's how Sammy beat him over and over again.
That's how Jinder retained the title.
Daniel Bryan's the master of the small package.
Okay, yeah. AJ has like a little quick promo segment where he says like your bad attitude is why you didn't successfully cash in your briefcase. It's how you got buried by John Cena. Putting a little truth into the mix. I always enjoy that. I always like a little truth, like a little shoot with my wrestling.
Well, I mean, it should always be the truth when it's coming from the babyface. Right?
Yes.
True.
Right? You know.
I've heard some baby faces say things that don't make any sense. Enzo Amore.
He's not a face.
I'm talking about when he was a face.
Oh yeah. well, that's-
if I had a dime. Why is he still doing those catchphrases?
Because
Heels shouldn't be doing catchphrases.
Well, I think, but that's part of his character.
I mean, they're like Jericho heel catchphrases always over.
And part of his character is that he's a heel who's a cocky, like, just dick, who his whole thing is the crowd loves me regardless of what I do. I can't do any wrong. He's almost like a little New Yorker scrapper Donald Trump, where he's like, I could shoot somebody in the middle of Manhattan and no one would get mad at me. Actual quote from our president. I could see Enzo saying that exact same line, saying he's
Make
that
America
popular.
Obama again.
Right on. All right. I don't know why any of that just happened. Once again, the breast cancer awareness thing happens. Randy Orton defeats Aiden English. Rusev's promo was hilarious.
Happy Rusev Day, guys.
Ruru.
You ruined Rusev Day. That was, I love it.
It's great.
Rusev is hilarious.
Happy Rusev Day.
It's just great.
Happy Rusev Day. Big Ruru. And then Orton does a classic. You know, he's back his turn. The heel tries to run in. He turns around, does his little taunt.
Thing he does.
Yeah, I think he does. He
Snake.
injured himself
His
like
little-
that once.
Little snake thing.
Great.
I know. All right. And then the Kevin Owens Shane McMahon segment. Let's talk about this.
Really enjoyed it.
It is now a Hell in the Cell Falls Count Anywhere match.
Okay. This is so stupid.
They're gonna pin each other on top of the cell. Damn it.
This is like the
I mean,
stupidest
I wouldn't be surprised.
thing ever.
It's so that Shane can get somewhere tall and jump off of it.
Exactly. It makes sense.
Yeah, but this is just telegraphing the finish. That the finish is going to happen outside the cage.
It basically says.
When
hey-
basically, the Usos did a whole promo about how they're going to be locked inside the cell. And now you're just like, oh no, you can go outside the cell. Who cares?
I know. This is basically saying, hey, the cell isn't really needed because these guys are going to go out there anyway.
True.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
A false cannon or Hell in a Cell.
We all know. I mean, we all kind of already knew what's going to happen. Kevin Owens is going to build something crazy out of chairs. And then,
that Royal Rumble spot was great.
And then Shane is going to throw him into it.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Owens never builds anything, he gets to throw them through. He literally said, Shane, I'm going to throw you off the cell. And you know what that means in Wrestle Talk? It means, Shane, you're going to throw me off the cell.
I hope. I do not want Kevin Owens to die.
I mean, they go through the crowd. Kevin Owens like powerbombs him on a table.
There was a lot of security.
No.
I think there was too much security.
Well, all those fans.
Yeah, you got to keep the fans.
Yeah.
Okay, but I know, but they go out to the middle of the concourse and there's no fans there, and the fans are just guarded off by security.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
I
mean, then just
You
don't
gotta
do
protect
it.
the talent.
Yeah, but then don't do it. It just takes you out of the
You got to
moment.
protect the talent while the talent beats the crap out of each other.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this.
I
though.
enjoyed the segment. Yes.
I thought it was awesome.
Kevin Owens brilliant. He was on Endless Corner with Brian Campbell. Great mind for the business. Really understands it. I enjoy it. Let's talk about Hell in the Cells. Get these predictions. Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable
My prediction?
versus the Hype Bros. Kickoff.
My prediction?
The black guy and the white guy. Salt and pepper.
Nobody will care.
Will anybody even be in the arena? Under 2,000 people.
I don't
Will
know.
there be less people in it than when you guys went to SmackDown?
I don't know.
I mean, that's really hard to do, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think obviously Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable.
Yeah.
but do they break up?
The Hype Bros?
Do the
do
Hype
we
Bros
really
finally
care?
break?
I
Will
don't
they
think
finally
we care
break
enough.
up?
I think they know that that's not going to get either of those two wrestlers anywhere.
The guy eliminates the now WWE champion to win this Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Nothing's done with him.
It's true.
But he's
He's like one of the
Gronk's
two
friend.
people.
That's pretty crazy in retrospect.
He's like one of the two people Jinder has beaten clean since this run.
But he's Gronk's friend. Gronk could also be a wrestler, but he just gets injured way too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm okay without that happening.
Gronk, Spike.
That's awesome. All right, the Fashion Files, they will officially return at Hell in the Cell.
After they teased us this week of saying they were going to come
I
back.
mean, there was too much stuff. It was a packed show.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
I don't know what they're
It was a
going to do
packed
because
show.
I don't know who they have left to reveal as the people who've been beating them up this whole time.
It was the Authors of Pain. I'm calling it right
I mean,
now.
I think it should be, but I think they're busy.
JK. I don't know. Probably bring back the Headbangers or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Billy and Chuck. No?
No.
No Billy and Chuck against the Fashion Police.
That's
Love the Fashion Police, though.
I mean, come on, just the gay overtones that they would do and just go way over the top. Don't you think Vince McMahon could just do that so subtly and well?
all right.
No?
The New Day,
No.
they
Okay.
defend the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships against the Usos inside the Hell in the Cell. Will the cage become the Usos' penitentiary?
No, I think New Day's going to keep
Yeah.
their titles. They're going to hang on to them.
Match of the night, honestly. That's what
Oh,
this
yeah.
is going to be. I love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'll go with the Usos. And
Yeah,
then,
no way.
and,
Have
and,
some fun.
and then they build up to Gable and Benjamin because I don't know what the hell they're doing with them. They put them together and they have a match and then we don't see him for a couple weeks and they don't do any character build up because Shelton Benjamin didn't like him at first and now he just is his best friend now and it just
I don't know. We'll
Find
see.
out.
All right. The glorious Bobby Roode goes 1-on-1 with Dolph Ziggler. I say Ziggler goes over.
Are you crazy?
You think so?
Hey,
If
Jericho beat Styles at
I
Mania.
guarantee that the Glorious One wins this match. Because Ziggler's putting him over and he's walking out. He's going to become WCPW Internet Champion or whatever.
I actually don't know. That was random, but I'd be down with that. I'd be down with him going to WCPW. Won't be WCPW.
They're changing the name, actually.
Defiant Wrestling as of early December.
Why?
To separate themselves from the What Culture brand. Get away from that controversy.
Culture 5.
Culture 5. It's Culture 2 today.
So it's
They've
gonna
been
be
counting down.
it's gonna be the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Y2J, save us all.
it's gonna be the same as like Defy, that promotion in
I
like.
guess so, yeah.
All right, Washington. All right, moving on. Yeah, I say Ziggler.
Oh, I really honestly don't know. I do think they put Roode over, but I think Ziggler needs to win more.
But we all care about is what Ziggler's entrance is going to be.
Oh, he's doing the Bobby Roode entrance.
CM Punk. He's going to be doing CM Punk.
Are they in Chicago?
It's not in Chicago.
No. But I mean, every
I don't
time
know
he,
where it
I,
is, but it's not
but every time
Chicago.
he goes back there and there's dead silence for 5-10 seconds, the crowd jumps on with the CM Punk chant.
I know they died down for quite a while until they started doing this. All right, the phenomenal AJ Styles goes 1-on-1 with Baron Corbin for the United States Championship. We all know what's happening. My boy P1 retaining that title
It will be
until Jinder takes it off of him.
It will be Styles' worst match.
Really?
Even worse than the Jinder Mahal match?
Because everyone's match with Corbin becomes their worst match.
I don't know. Jinder Mahal's matches are not very good
No,
either.
do you remember
True, Jinder Mahal's not very
that
good.
triple threat Styles had
Triple
when he
threat
was
is great, but
when
you
he-
can lean on.
when he was the champion with Corbin and Ziggler? That was pretty good.
That was a really great match. That was a really
Corbin
great match.
he got his it in, you know.
I just don't know if Corbin can. We'll see if Corbin can go one-on-one.
If he
with
can
AJ.
hang.
You know,
Yeah.
I was high on Corbin. I've kind of fallen off of him lately.
I was on the Baron Corbin bandwagon years ago. I don't know what happened. All right, Natalya, she defends the SmackDown Live Women's title against Charlotte. I think the briefcase comes into effect.
I think
that
Charlotte
night.
wins. Carmella cashes in.
Charlotte's too big of a star for that.
I think they want the.
I
they
think-
want the briefcase to be on a face when the heel comes to cash in.
I mean, heel on heel
I mean,
cash-ins is not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Charlotte
It
tapped
almost
out.
happened.
Charlotte tapped out to the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
In WWE's wonderful, reverse psychology booking means that Charlotte's going to win.
Normally,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
We'll get into this, the final match.
I can see the cash-in happens this Sunday, or Natalya may have it for another month just because she's worked so hard.
Yeah.
Plus, she's a heart.
She's also very
But then
good.
again, Vince loves to screw over hearts.
True.
Wrestling with Shadows documentary. Go watch it. Bret Hart.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rusev against Randy Orton. Thoughts? Rusev gets his comeuppance.
I think so. I think giving the 2-second victory by Randy Orton at SummerSlam was a thank you to Randy Orton for all the crap he's been through, and I think now they're gonna start building toward
Yeah.
the younger talent.
Plus, Orton, he said he's tired of being a face. He hates this face thing. So I think let Rusev get the one up,
Go Rusev.
and Orton can take some time off, be with his family, yada yada
Yeah.
yada.
He did an interview recently, and he said that in the next 2 or 3 years he sees himself going part-time.
So Rusev,
Randy Orton said he
Rusev.
wants to be a heel and just get fat.
he did say that.
He did, which is great.
I love that. So
I'll go with Ruru.
go with Ruru.
Yeah.
Everybody's
By
on
the-
the Rusev bandwagon.
By the way, it's in Detroit.
It's in Detroit. Wow.
Little Caesars.
And Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE title.
Delightful.
This is what you're going to be hearing after this match is over.
I don't think so.
The tour to India has been moved up to this month.
So
Vince
So?
McMahon, but he doesn't see any.
he put it on Shinsuke and then he put it on Jinder in India. Hot shot.
Vince's thinking is it would have been a complete waste of time to just have it on him, and then he drops it before they get to India.
That is fair, but I think if Nakamura doesn't take the title at Hell in a Cell on Sunday, I think they will have done irreparable harm to Nakamura. He loses his first 2 pay-per-view matches against someone who was literally a jobber earlier this year, regardless of whether or not you think he's a good wrestler. He was literally a jobber earlier this year, and you have him defeat a NXT champion who has been proven to be incredibly dominating on all of his opponents, and you have him lose twice in a row to
I mean, technically, this would be like the 4th time if you include the live event stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
There's what I think they should do and what they're going to do, and usually those are 2 completely different things, and they better put Shinsuke over, because just like what he said, I would feel a lot more confident if this was a cell match, because
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I know they did this with the Punjabi prison, but you can sort of protect, Shinsuke by not
An
having...
impromptu Hell in the Cell could be fun.
That makes,
I
but that
would-
makes no
honestly-
sense. That makes no sense.
And I'm,
Once he just goes, and then they just lower
I mean,
it.
the cell's up there.
the Cell is up there.
Was he going to do a big show and just pull it down?
They can just do a storyline throughout the night where the modern day Maharaja goes and keeps talking to like Daniel Bryan about something, and he's got the Bollywood boys behind him, and Daniel goes like, you remember, make sure those 2 guys don't interfere, and they're like, oh well, I mean, I can't, they're not, I don't get to tell them what to do, they get to decide, and then
Honestly-
Daniel's like, oh well, yeah, that's not okay, and then Nakamura comes and complains about it. They could do a storyline throughout the night, and then Nakamura rides down the cell, like he's on top of the cell, and then comes down with him on top of it.
That would be very good. And then, Jinder's so distracted, he's looking at the Bollywood boys like, what do I do? Turns around, the bells rings, right? Turns around, best Kinshasa we've ever seen,
Just-
walks out the champ.
Break
2,
his
3.
nose. No.
Let's not get that
Too much?
violent. Then I could see this
Then you
story.
do something exciting.
This story could lead into what we're about to talk about. Shane versus Kevin Owens, Falls Count Anywhere, Hell in the Cell. Obviously, Kevin Owens goes over. Doesn't make any sense for him not
But he
to.
better.
Shane could be in all these big matches and lose. It doesn't hurt Shane McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon is not a wrestler. I would have more problem if Kevin Owens loses than if Shinsuke loses, honestly.
Yeah.
Just because of what it represents. And
See, this is what I think is going to take Kevin Owens to that next level, get him that WWE title. We can get Shinsuke versus KO for a little bit. I don't have a problem with that.
That sounds amazing.
I think it'll be very
Those 2 have
good.
put on amazing matches before. I'd love to see them wrestle again.
Yeah.
former match pick of the week once.
Honestly,
ROH.
what if leading into Mania we got a triple threat? KO, Shinsuke, and AJ?
We don't need triple threats, just have one-on-one matches. I would be okay if we don't have another triple threat for like 3 years.
Really?
Yes, there's too many multi-man matches. It's a lot better with just one-on-one.
Too many gimmick matches for you?
Gimmick matches, that's a different story, but triple threat matches...
And you-
Kevin Owens
And
said a
just-
triple threat is a gimmick match.
Yeah, I mean, it is a gimmick match.
And just so you know, if they were going to do that triple threat match, I would not have 3 people. I'd have 4.
Really?
A triple threat match with 4 people.
No, it'd be a fatal 4-way.
For the title at Mania.
Yeah.
Would you
Because
throw
if
in there
you-
Rude?
Because if you're doing Owens and you're doing Nakamura and you're doing AJ Styles, I think that the easy 4th person for storytelling purposes and to take the pin would be Sammy.
Honestly, what I could see in the next, probably like
Does Sami Zayn turn heel?
in the next
you
couple
sure?
years, where Sammy really gets his comeuppance and possibly a Daniel Bryan-esque pop, he beats Kevin Owens for the WWE title.
Oh yeah,
Gets
definitely.
gets his full comeuppance. I mean, Sammy's time will come eventually. We just gotta wait and see.
Hot take, Sami Zayn turns heel at Hell in a Cell.
He's not even on the card.
So
I think
prediction,
he could-
major prediction.
Well, then maybe he'll have a run in Owens and.
Because it is false count anywhere. So
Okay,
they just-
what if Owens loses, Shane wins because Sami Zayn interferes? Do you then have a storyline where, and then that moves those 2 onto a feud? Again,
But then that puts Kevin Owens as a babyface. Why would Sami Zayn and Shane McMahon want to team up to beat Kevin Owens? Wouldn't Shane have the integrity to just beat Kevin Owens on his own?
Sammy and
Yeah.
Kevin did just reignite their feud recently, though, so it could be.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see where that goes.
But Kevin Owens,
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
you know
It
you want to say
better
Shane
be.
McMahon. Don't
No,
lie.
Shane McMahon.
Don't
can-
lie.
Shane McMahon.
I think if there's, I think if Shane McMahon wins, there's
No,
gonna be
nope.
funny business.
No profanity, so Shane McMahon can go away.
He can go suck a duck.
Yeah, he can go suck a duck.
All right, Superstar Spotlight, guys. Who is it?
I don't know.
I'll go. No one that we've talked about, so that's interesting. Drew McIntyre. His match with Roderick Strong on NXT was something special. Like something really. If you haven't watched it, go watch one of the greatest face versus face matches I've seen this year.
Me, I think I'm gonna go NXT as well. I'm going the Velveteen Dream.
Oh, fun.
Black Power ranking.
He's great. He's always been entertaining. I haven't latched onto him quite yet, and I don't think he's right for Aleister Black, but I think it's been better than I thought it would
The
be.
NXT house show last year in SAP, not SAP, but San Jose, he was with Oni Lorcan. Unbelievable match.
I saw that. I was there.
2016?
Yeah.
Hard hitting,
I was there for that
quick,
match.
fast paced.
Really
I loved it. Yeah, Patrick Clark. He's my superstar spotlight.
That's really good.
I'll go with Bray Wyatt, just because that was honestly probably one of the best Bray Wyatt promos of his
They made
career.
it actually interesting.
Honestly, it kind of made sense and it was creepy. It's what Bray Wyatt should have been for forever, and it's just finally
Really.
they do something weird and creepy.
Guys, I have a quick segment here. Do you agree? I'm going to read you two things.
This isn't on the script. What is this?
It is on the script. It's on my script.
Yeah, I don't know what I can do.
I don't know what you're talking
I can't
about.
answer questions for you. It's not on the script.
I'm gonna read two things. One is about the Austin.
First, we
Rock
had a
rivalry.
question that should have been on the script, and now you're asking us a question that's not on the script.
Hey. I like the impromptu. So,
Go for it.
Rock and Austin. This is arguably the greatest rivalry in professional wrestling history, a triumph of storytelling that saw two larger-than-life characters come together time and time again, with each epic confrontation changing who was who.
Can you get to the question already?
No, I'm asking, do you agree? I'm reading the thing and then...
Okay, I'm listening.
Do you agree? That's as simple as that.
I'm listening.
All right. And the role played in each feud, it literally evolved with their careers and was probably the greatest wrestling rivalry of all time. Do you agree?
Rock and Austin?
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of money they drew, it's probably the greatest money draw of all time.
It would probably measure up on some of on my list of greatest rivalries. Which
You know what?
maybe it's the list we should make.
It is the greatest rivalry of all time. Hot take.
All right.
Just because it made so much damn money, and that's all that matters in wrestling.
It might be one of those situations where I can say objectively that it's the greatest rivalry. It's not my favorite rivalry, but I think it might be the best rivalry.
Okay.
Once again, everybody's sleeping on Stone Cold.
I think you could also make an argument for Hogan and Savage.
All right. Next one, Omega and Okada.
Okay.
This is a rivalry between two guys with no character or personality who do fake-looking video game moves in an hour-long spot fest with no story and reason to care.
Bro, you don't have to.
I
understand that you want to make yourself sound professional, but
I mean,
you don't need to write your own stuff and read it out loud.
Did Big Fluff?
I didn't write that.
Did Big Fluff ask this dumb, stupid question? You stupid idiot!
Whoa.
Yeah, Big Fluff, I'm coming for you.
Dude, calm down.
I'm sorry.
No, it was just a thing.
Same vein as Ultimate Warrior. What?
It was just a thing I saw on Twitter.
Okay, now you're just now you're trolling us.
Kenny Okada is probably my favorite feud going on right now in wrestling. Maybe I could talk about Zayn and Owens because I do think they have something special with their chemistry. Though I guess I gotta say the best feud going on in wrestling right now is probably Bullet Club and WWE. But
yeah.
Kenny Okada Omega is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Every match they put on has so much personality.
All right. Another impromptu thing, real quick.
Okay.
I want to start.
Another one?
I want to start doing a film pick of the week.
Film pick of the week.
Yeah, wrestling film pick of the week.
There's not that many movies that are good that are wrestling related.
I mean,
Ready to rumble.
We can only
No.
plug the wrestler so many times.
Ready to
No.
rumble.
I'll start the first one off.
Okay.
Wrestling with Shadows, the Bret Hart documentary.
Okay.
It highlights 96 to 97, his title run, his feud with Shawn, and of course the Montreal Screwjob. One of the greatest wrestling documentaries I've ever watched. I watched it for the first time the other day. You get to
Wow, you late.
I really
That
am.
thing's been on Netflix forever.
It's not there anymore.
Exactly.
No.
I mean, because Bret Hart was on Sam Roberts this week, and he mentioned him like, "Oh, let me stop the podcast and go watch it." You get to see Vince stumbling out of Bret's locker room after getting decked. You don't get to see the punch, unfortunately. but
Allegedly.
it happened. It happened.
Are we going to talk about the Montreal Screwjob in a couple months or in a month?
Yeah.
Really?
You get to see Bret's wife, destroy Hunter, calling him a piece of it for screwing over Bret and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. But moving on to the promo pick of the week, Brandon, tell us what's going on.
Okay, so I didn't say anything when I looked at the script to see if you would put that Lance Russell, one of the greatest wrestling announcers, host of all time, passed away on Tuesday, and you have failed me.
Okay, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, I want you guys to respect your history. I'm not a history minor for nothing. So anyways, my promo
You're a
pick of
history
the
minor?
week. Yes, I am. Just because I took some history classes in Chabot and I'm trying to get the hell out of San Francisco.
Yeah, that's why I'm in English. That's why I'm a creative writing minor.
So, we're going to go Terry Funk in Memphis, 1991. There are so many great promos.
1981?
1991, 81, 71, I don't really care. See, I'm all worked up because you didn't put Lance Russell, R.I.P., on the list.
R.I.P.
Shame.
Lance Russell. You'll
What's
be
your
dearly
excuse?
missed.
What's your excuse?
I just said it.
Why isn't it on the list before?
Impromptu.
He died on Tuesday.
I know. Impromptu.
Anyways, so Terry Funk had a feud with Jerry the King Lawler in 1981. You can go look at this on YouTube. They build up to an empty arena match, and you can see the uncut version, just the promo where Terry Funk is just outside the ring, and they legit didn't know if Jerry Lawler was going to show up to the match, and Terry Funk is just cussing at what?
What is the point of the empty arena match?
Because Terry Funk said that Jerry Lawler has Memphis in his back pocket. The fans love him, the referees love him, the police love him, so he wants an empty arena match to show that he is better than Jerry Lawler, and nothing can stop him from beating him up.
Okay, that's a better justification than I've heard on other not empty arena matches.
Okay. All right, then. And Lance Russell just going like, come on, Terry. We can't be saying all those bad words. We've got to be on TV. And so then Jerry Lawler comes down. They have a fight for like 10 minutes. And then Terry Funk goes to stab Jerry Lawler right in the eye. But then Jerry kicks him in the face. And then Terry Funk gets hit in the eye. And he's just screaming for his eye. Then they do another promo. And then it builds up to another match. And blah, 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 blah. And Jerry Lawler, very underrated. Honestly, probably one of the best talkers of all time.
I do enjoy
Shout out
Jerry
Jerry
Lawler.
Lawler.
I do enjoy the
R.I.P. Lance Russell.
R.I.P. Lance Russell.
Shame.
You will be missed.
Didn't even know who he was.
I saw it on Twitter. I'm aware.
That doesn't mean you know who he was.
I looked him up real
Come on,
quick.
people.
All right.
Learn your history, kids.
Closing match pick of the
Man,
week.
today really has been war games, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I know, right?
War games.
This guy.
Yeah.
Closing match pick of the week. It was something I was in attendance for. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Hell in the Cell.
In a cell.
Hell in a Cell. 2014. The 26th of October. I really enjoyed it. First pay-per-view I was at.
Nice.
I liked how two young guys closed out the pay-per-view. That's what I enjoyed. I thought Cena and Orton were going to close it out because they had a Hell in the Cell match earlier in the night, but I enjoyed it. Did you have a match pick of the week?
That was my match pick of the week. The Terry Funk empty arena match with Jerry Lawler.
All right.
I told you, I worked it in. Fun.
All right. But just for fun, go
Watch some Memphis stuff. R.I.P. Lance Russell.
Just
Go for it, guys.
Just for fun, watch the first ever Hell in the Cell match. Bad Blood 97, Taker, HBK, debut of Kane. Always great.
Still one of the best Hell in the Cell matches.
Yes.
Better than the Undertaker Mankind match. Hot takes. All Mankind did was just fall off some cells.
That
and kill
match
him.
isn't great for it what it is as a match. That match is great for what it did for wrestling.
Yeah. All right.
It almost killed a man.
You can follow us on
It saved wrestling.
Poor Noel. Noel had to go through that.
You can follow us on Twitter at BulletCast, Instagram The Bulletcast, YouTube channel The Bulletcast. You can email us bulletcast2 as in the number 2 sweet SWEET@gmail.com, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud, Google Play. We are all over the damn place. We have cards. We have shirts coming in December.
I actually pinned one of our cards on the bulletin board at San Francisco Library. Go find it. Level 0.
Yep.
All the way at the bottom.
We're doing the damn thing.
We're doing stuff. We're here.
Monday, I will have my first edition of BulletCast live at the Chabot TV station.
Ooh.
I got Shane Cody coming back in and also have the BTW promoter Kirk White coming in.
Oh, big things, eh?
Big things.
Big things.
That's what's going on. Sunday morning, I have a meeting at the California School of Lucha Libre. Get a little partnership going on.
Delightful.
I know. Let's make these things happen.
Get you in a mask next week.
Ole, I'll bring my psychosis match.
I'll be the
mask.
only non-Hispanic guy there.
Ole.
That's fine.
Ole! I mean, El Generico's a Canadian, so why not?
Russell Leia, Randy Orton.
And Syrian.
Yeah.
He's a Syrian Canadian, and he's one of the greatest luchadors of all time.
El Generico,
No,
come
but
back.
I love him.
I love what you're doing with the kids in Tijuana, but come back to us.
Yes. Well, if that's all, there's only one way to end this podcast.
And thanks for being the elite, the elite. Break it down, the elite, the elite. Break it down.
Final battle, 2018. Goodbye and good night. Bang.
BulletCast for life.
This has been the BulletCast. Thank you for listening.